What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Socially Awkward Podcast. My name is Adam. I'm back again with my friends Brian and Lyndon. How are you guys doing today, guys? How are you guys doing?
Good.
Doing great, sir. Doing great. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm gonna admit I'm a little tired. I've been tired for the last couple of days, but other than that, I have no complaints.
Okay.
No complaints.
You gotta get that sleep, man. Stop doing those late night streamings and everything like that. Get that rest,
dude. That's the fucking truth, man. I wish I had the what do you call it? The discipline to go to bed at like 10 o'clock and get up at 6 a.m. Like, I like doing things at night. I like being up, watching a movie, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, we know.
We know, sir. We already know.
Getting the old helmet polished.
I can't.
Nice and shiny.
Wicked.
Hey, you guys got black dicks. They're even shinier when they're wet. Mine's.
I would hope so.
I should say they look shinier when they're wet.
I mean, is that not obvious already?
Hey, this one. I mean, our channel's not big enough to get monetized yet, so maybe we don't even have to worry about it.
Nah, I'm not worried about it.
Nah, I think we're good.
We are good on this one.
There's two black dudes and one white guy, so what are they gonna do that?
All right, guys. So today the topic is the swinger lifestyle. Now, Lyndon, he is in a monogamous. You're married, right? Not girlfriend.
Yep, married.
How long you guys been married for?
December 18th will make it 2 years, and we've been together for 10 years. So.
Oh wow, that's a long. That's a long time. Did she force you? Did she force you into marriage because you were together so long?
There wasn't no force into marriage.
What you can't see is she's got a gun pointed to him right off the camera right there.
No, she doesn't have a gun pointed at me. No. It wasn't a force of marriage. It's this person. Like, we've known each other for 10 years. Like, she's my best friend. I'm her best friend. And I knew, I think early on, that I was going to marry her because I think she's the only one that's really seen the best side of me and worst side of me. So
that's important.
So I was like, yeah, I'm marrying this girl. Like, it's gonna happen. So we've been married come December 18th, 2 years.
Cool.
So, yeah, love it.
Yeah, man, that's the truth too. Katrina, because of what we do online, a lot of people know about way too much about my
the sex life,
my bad side. But it's important to have someone who is there for your bad side and can deal with your bad side. Because a lot of people can be there during your bad side, but Katrina, bless her heart, she's seen the worst of me, and now I've came out on the other side a much better man, and it's just so important to have somebody like that. So good for you.
It's like, the thing I see is, like, sometimes people don't know how to deal with you because they don't understand you.
Yeah.
The thing about my wife, I think, is she understands me inside and out, and I also understand her inside and out.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where we can feel off of one another and know that something's up.
Yeah.
And have to, like, literally push and tug to, like, get us to say, okay, what's going on? What is it? What's up? You want to tell me? Usually at work, sometimes it's like, oh, stop pushing my buttons. I hate you. God, why am I married to you? It's like, well, you stuck with me forever. So you've been used to this for 10 years. It's okay.
Well, and in Katrina's case with me, it's not that she puts up with me. She knows me so well. She knows why I am the way I am, and not so much just that I am the way I am. She knows the why of it, which is, is really important. DePaul, so you're married too, right? Are we all married here?
Yeah.
All three.
We're all married.
I'm just the newbie of the marriage world.
I wouldn't say newbie. I mean,
I'm about to be like 2 years in on December.
Okay,
18th.
yeah.
Oh, bro, I'm new, but I've been in a relationship for over 10 years now. So
that's what matters.
Hey, married or not, that's a long time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, marriage is just a paper.
July 2012 is when we first met online. And this is like big because most people do like online dating, but they're just like, oh, I don't know if this person's going to be real or not. Sometimes you just go with your gut. And we met, we talked, asked her out in 2014, 4 days after Valentine's Day. So, and then the rest is kind of history. So,
nice.
There's not anybody else I can see myself with at all because she's, like I said, she's seen the worst side of me, best side of me, my stupid, funny crap I say, my 1,000 different sneezes.
Like, what?
When I sneeze, I don't sneeze like a regular human being. I make stupid sounds when I sneeze.
Okay.
So,
wow.
She's seen every goofy side of me. So.
Nice.
And
very nice.
Ryan, your wife. So how long you guys been married?
Actually, the 1st of December, this Wednesday coming up, will be 5 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and 5 years married, together for 10 or 11.
Oh, sweet.
I think 11.
And
yeah.
and unlike Lyndon, I don't want to piss you off. Does your wife get smashed by other dudes?
Well, when you say it like that,
I knew the wording of that was going to make it sound weird, no matter if it's true or not.
No, yes, she does. We have an open relationship, swing relationship. We actually met that way.
Okay, so
yeah.
Now, I'm going to ask you this. Now, Katrina and I, people like we say we're in an open relationship, but I don't know if that's technically true because it's not like either one of us are in actual relationships with someone else. It's all sexual.
No, well, your relationship is open for sexual encounters. That's what that means. Open relationship, it means isn't that your relationship is open for other relationships. I mean, everything is a relationship, but it's not. That doesn't mean that it's polyamorous. I think that's how you
polyamorous.
There you go. Polyamorous. That's not saying that it's that. That's what that is. It's a polyamorous.
Just find a different word, dude. You're just gonna
poly. We're gonna say poly.
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 People more than one. More than one. That's what we're gonna say. More than one.
I just don't have a problem with that word. That's crazy. But so yeah, it's not saying open relationship is not saying that you're poly. It's just saying that you have a open relationship compared to a normal, or I should say, vanilla relationship or monogamous. So that's that monogamous.
Yeah, basically monogamy. Yeah. This guy right here. Yeah, me. It's okay. Well, I don't judge anybody else though, because like I said, even before we got on, I was like, everybody has their different way of how their relationship works.
Yeah,
especially in marriages, everybody has their own different way.
Well,
like I know people that have like done swinger stuff. I'm like, that's got to be like fucking interesting, ain't it? Like, and I'd be joking with him like, bro, so you just be watching somebody pound the shit out of your wife, huh? He's like,
that's basically it.
He's like, yeah. I'm like, how's that really make you feel? He's like, bro, if I told you this marriage would not still be working, I'm like,
dude, I've seen some shit that blow your fucking mind, bro.
See, that's the funny thing about the swinger lifestyle. That everyone thinks is either that when you say, hey, we're swingers or we have an open relationship, that you think that, oh, your wife has sex with other people. Okay, well, yes, but you're just sitting there watching. Not everybody's sitting there watching their wife getting like nailed.
Most of the time, I'm not even there. Most of the time.
See, and that's the thing. It's like, it's there's different aspects of swinging and lifestyle. There's different types. I wouldn't say types of swinging. Well, yeah, I won't say different types of swinging lifestyle. So,
it's very nuanced genre. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but it's a very nuanced lifestyle. I mean, the people have different rules and different. I guess rules is a good enough word there.
Rules, boundaries.
We'll just stick with rules on this.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find different synonyms for rules. It's crazy, man. Okay, so Lyndon's monogamous. You got into it with that lifestyle. I went into it. I was married monogamous and then got into it a couple years after marriage. But we've been together for 20 years. So we all have very different experiences. That's interesting. I wonder what it is, man. I wonder what it is about some people that are okay with their significant others having sex with other people versus the people that would commit murder if they saw that same thing. Because it's not lost on me that this is a niche thing. It's not lost on me that someone like Lyndon would hate to see that. Like I get where he's coming from. It's not like what it's not. It's what I'm doing is not weird. You're weird. Like no, I get, like I can get there why someone wouldn't want to see that. But I just, for whatever that jealous bone, that jealous thing that some people get just thinking about that, something happened, man. Like a couple years after our marriage, like when we first got married, and please feel free to cut in. When we first got married, I was, let me back up a little bit. Before we were married, I was a jealous boyfriend, not like psychopath, but if I thought she was looking at somebody, it's just a normal, teenage jealousy stuff.
Yeah.
And then when we got married, we just kind of started talking about it. And then one thing led to another. It took like 2 or 3 years of just talking about it. That's all we did. And then we tried it. And then for whatever reason, I fucking loved it, man. And she loved it. And we just never looked back. And then that jealous bone turned from, it's like the opposite of jealousy. It's like you not only do you not hate it, you love it. There's no middle ground there. You either hate that kind of thing or it's what you want it to be. And I have no idea where that comes from, because on paper, most human beings, like, you shouldn't love that. You know what I mean? On paper, it's like a weird thing to be okay with and actually love.
Well, see, that's the thing, that you're going off. Most people go off of what society says is okay and is supposed to happen. In some cultures, it's normalized to have multiple wives, or you can even say husbands. And so it's just what society has been put into your head. So, like you said, the whole it's not it's on paper for somebody to see that for somebody to have sex with their spouse, or their spouse to have sex with somebody else. It's weird. But here's the thing: the jealousy and all of that, it's kind of primal, territorial, all that stuff like that. I get that, but the way I look at it, like with me and my wife, I don't get jealous of that, because I know I'm doing everything right. And when as long as I'm like, my heart and love is a different type of thing from sex. I can, like, I mean, I wouldn't say who hasn't. I know there are some people who just aren't out there having casual sex. They aren't out there banging other people and like, oh, whatever, they have had sex with one person or maybe two people, but they've always been in a committed relationship with them. I get that, but most people are having casual sex out there before they're actually getting married. They're out there sowing their oats and all that stuff like that, and getting all that out there. So I'm partying all that shit. So it's happening, but because it's ingrained in their head, they're supposed to do this. And I was like that too. Like, oh, I'll get married and this, that, and nothing wrong with it. And I'm not saying that there's a wrong or right. Nothing's wrong with being monogamous. Nothing's wrong with being in an open relationship and having multiple partners, being married and having being in a swing relationship. Nothing's wrong. Whatever it makes, as long as it's not hurting somebody, that's all that matters. And you're happy. My whole family knows about me and my wife and our relationship, because it came out. I mean, we was like, okay, cool, that this needs to come out, and we don't flaunt it, but it's open, it's known, and everyone's okay with it because we're happy. We're not out there like cheating.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, cool. As long as you have that communication, and it's like, I'm gonna go hook up with this person. Great. Okay. Be careful. Be safe. All right. Cool. Or we might even know the person. I'm gonna go hang out with so and so. All right. Cool. See you later. Or you want to get with these people, or because finding couples that you both are attracted to and have chemistry with is hard as fuck. So like, okay, we're gonna go try meet up with this couple, have dinner, and see if there's anything there. So because me and my wife, we play solo, we play together since the whole COVID and everything, and we really slowed down with all that stuff because just whatever. I mean, it just was being careful. But the thing about that is just like the whole jealousy can creep up. It's human nature to get jealous. I would say this: females get more jealous around that. Well, no, I won't say. I won't. No, that's generalizing. I won't say that because it's both ends. It's that lack of communication that makes that jealousy, and lack of talking and that trust that makes people have that jealousy arise. Because even with my wife, I've gotten a little jealous before. Like, I don't care if she has sex or getting fucked by some dude or having sex with some dude and getting pounded. But if I see my wife holding some dude's hand, I'm like, you done lost your fucking mind.
Isn't it weird?
That's more intimate.
Yeah. That's the word I was about to use. Isn't that weird how something like that can feel more to people in our kind of lifestyle? Something like that is more intimate than them sticking their dick in her.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. Exactly.
That's like complete backwards, right? That's like, oh no, I'm fine with you sticking your dick in her. It's the hand holding I'm pissed off about.
It's just so funny how that works too. That's my thing.
But that's the truth, man. That's the truth.
For my wife, if I eat another woman's cooking, she's ready to fucking cut somebody. Like, no, that's my job. Like, you don't do that.
Like, honestly, like, I think this is so interesting learning about this because, like, for me, like, I'm not one that doesn't know about crap in that world. Like I said, I've had friends who are in it. Of course, I know you guys that do it, and me, I'm like, it's interesting because it's like you're learning about it. And like I said, it's like, nah, I wouldn't be doing that. I'm sorry, because one, if I ever told my family that with me and my wife doing it, it'd be like Hiroshima dropping bombs all over again.
Jeez.
Dude, when you're like, let me put it this way, my mom, if she was a preacher, you're looking at a preacher's kid, and trust me, that shit would blow up.
Yeah, but I feel like the preacher's kids, you guys are kind of expected to go the opposite way and go crazy.
I'm happy she didn't ever become a preacher, but she's just like apostolic doctrine to the bone, honestly. Gotcha. So I dodged that bullet by a mile. But I mean, like, I find this so interesting about like swinging couples because I'm just like, so you really are just like, and you guys have said like before, like the jealousy thing like happened at the beginning, but then you're just like, am I really gonna get mad if somebody else wanted to plow my wife? I mean, I guess it's okay. It's the hand holding I'm gonna cut the fucker up for, but I mean, like, this whole backwards, but I guess in sort of a thing too, because I've also looked at it like depending on generations. And I think as we get older, I think those couples find ways to, how can we make our marriage like more fun for us to enjoy? Because it's like you go away from the traditional. It's like, man, we've been doing this for so long. It's like, what can we do to spice it up? Like, what do we want to do? Like, let's do something to spice this thing up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like DePaul was talking, I was like, man, I just want to say Will and Jada with that whole entanglement shit so bad.
Yeah, dude, I thought I understood, but the more I hear their names and see the little quotes, I don't know what the hell's going on there. I'm fucking lost.
Yeah. I thought they were swinging on that, but I'm like, I don't know what.
Jada had an entanglement, and Will has a big ass ego and got mad about it. That's what happened.
I think I thought they were swingers, and I'm not. This is not slander or anything like that. I don't want Will or Jada to come at me with their PR people come and say, "Hey, what the hell? Take this down." So I thought they were, and they had arrangements like people, they hooked up with people, sign a waiver, you can't say shit, disclaimer, blah blah blah. This didn't happen. Have a good day, But but everything's going down. I'm like, whatever. I mean, and I get like he had a movie come out. They do put stuff like that. So hey, books, need to be sold and all stuff like that. I get that. You gotta be in the limelight. But I don't know what the hell they're doing, but
That's what me and Katrina need to do. We need to learn how to stir up some controversy.
No, you got enough controversy.
I know, but like, we need to like start some shit with someone on Twitter with a big name, and then like get all the notoriety from it. Dude, that's how you do it these days. You just stir up controversy.
Clout chaser is what you're trying to do.
Yeah. I need to chase some clout.
I need chasing clout.
Chasing all that clout. Like, bro, we want all the smoke.
We'll get back to it here in a second, but at the end of the day, unfortunately, a lot of these like Hollywood relationships and marriages are all like choreographed to like, oh, look, so and so's together and they left so and so. It's all just to kind of keep their name in the news cycle. You know what I mean? Like, it's all just a game to
stay relevant,
to keep all of us interested. But okay, so one thing I want to talk about is I forgot exactly what DePaul was saying, but it's very crucial. You were saying that there's no right or wrong. It's whatever makes you happy. But I will say there's a lot more that can go wrong with the open relationship lifestyle, because if it's not done the right way, because
correct.
If you don't have a solid foundation, if you don't have a solid relationship and a lot of trust built up, that jealousy can pop up in a fucking hurry.
So there's three main things you have to have in a swingers type relationship. Communication is number one.
Yeah.
Clear communication.
Yeah.
Trust.
Yeah.
And you better love them too, because if you don't love them, it's gonna fall apart. So if you don't have any kind of love there, it's like you're just being friends that's fucking around. So that's pretty much it.
I mean, shit, that sounds like a monogamous marriage right there.
Does it?
Real talk. It's like, look, if you ain't got those three, you headed for a damn divorce. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. So,
that goes to prove that you need those things regardless of what kind of relationship you're in.
Exactly.
So,
definitely, you need those kind of things in relationships, because if you don't have any of those three, you done. Like,
you're screwed.
It's over. Like, I learned that a long time ago. Like, through different relationships I was in, I'm like, man, because you always learn something from each relationship. And when you get into another relationship, you don't try to do the same shit that you did before.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens, ironically. And you're like, crap, I wasn't trying to do this again. Like, no. So when I met my wife, I'm like, for some reason, this whole entire shit has been different. Like, none of the same stuff has happened.
Dude, I told Katrina that if me and her something ever happened, I'd be a fucking nightmare to date, because I'm like a feral cat in our relationship now. Like no other woman would put up with me. I mean, Katrina's got. I mean, she's like a war veteran. She's got 20 years into this. She knows me. She knows how to put up with my shit. Just starting over. But I will say this though, if I ever had to start with someone new, I would be a lot better starting out in the relationship, because I fucked up a lot in this marriage, in this relationship. So I actually think if I had to start over, I'd either be, and this is such a confusing statement, but I would either be a fucking disaster, or I'd be the best goddamn boyfriend they ever had in their life, because I've made so many mistakes and I kind of know how to act now. But yeah, I'm setting my. In a lot of ways, I'm a smart ass. Which a lot of girls don't like that shit, man. That kind of smart ass sense of humor.
Some girls do. I mean, and that's the thing. You got a good one that actually knows you and loves you and has grown with you. So that's why Kat she takes that. Like my wife, I'll do shit that most girls like. What the fuck? Like most girls wouldn't deal with me, fucking grown ass man dressing up and cosplaying like that, going to movie theater, dragging along to a movie premiere and shit like that. Most seriously, some girls be like, I ain't doing that shit.
You've narrowed it down way too much, DePaul. As far as the kind of girls that be into you, they got to be like these Star Wars nerds who likes getting plowed by other men. Like, dude, that's a small crowd, man.
My wife, she doesn't even she watched it because of me, because of, like, I was going to go to see the new ones when they came out, and I was like, wait, you never saw them, so you can't go see them if you haven't even fucking watched them at least. So she watched them, but she's like, oh, they're cool movies, but I'm not gonna be rewatching all that like that. But no, I mean, it's just what I'm saying is, like, you have that cat just knows you. You know, like you said, you guys was dating. What time? You guys basically dated so fucking long, like all your life, right?
High school sweethearts.
Yeah, we got together. I was almost 18, and she was like 16.
And your ass is 40. You turn 40 this week.
Or next month, but yeah.
This week.
December 21st.
I thought you was like December 7th. Huh. But yeah,
first day of winter.
Okay. All right. So next month. So yeah.
I'm ice cold.
Shut the fuck up, Mr. Freeze.
I know. That was such a stupid thing to come out of my mouth.
But no, yeah. So you're high school sweethearts, yeah, for real. Like, goddamn, bro.
Really high school sweethearts, bro. And I know like friends that like dated in high school, and I think we all like said, oh, these are gonna be like high school sweethearts. Like, they're gonna get married. They're gonna go through college together. They're gonna get an apartment when they done this and that, and then like years later you find out they broke up. It's like, oh damn it, I was rooting for them too. Like, what the crap, man. But that just goes to show, you know, things may look interesting in high school, but as you get older, you're just like, I think I'm over this shit. I'm ready to go.
I attribute a lot of it, and I'm not kidding, to how tough Katrina is mentally. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we had okay, I don't want to make it sound like it was a fucking disaster, but we had a lot of times where my attitude and my selfishness caused a lot of fights, and she fucking just stuck in there, man. She allowed me to. My problem growing up, and I don't want to get too far off track here, but my problem when I was growing up is my parents were a goddamn train wreck. I'm not going to get into all the details of that, but I never saw a healthy relationship my whole fucking life. I had to create my own positive relationship for my kids to see. Like, I had no positive examples. My dad, I'm 40 years old. I've never once in my fucking life had sat down with my dad and he said, son, this is how you treat women. Son, this is how the world works. I've never had a heart to heart. My mom died when she was early 40s from fucking drugs. I never had a positive influence. And so it took me until literally up into my 30s until I fucked up so many times, and I was with the right person who made me want to change, that I'm like, okay, motherfucker, look at yourself in the mirror and figure this shit out, because this girl's a goddamn angel, and you're gonna ruin her fucking life. And I'm like, just not over my dead body. So it was just I learned the hard way how to be a good husband. So
I think I can relate to you too on that, because my parents were married for I think close to 20, then they got divorced. And being a kid with divorced parents is kind of like an interesting life. Which for so long, like with my parents, they really despise each other. Like, they've deleted each other's numbers. It's there was a lot. I think there was a lot that went on in the marriage. And they got together. They have 3 sons. But something as a kid of divorce, I've always realized, and that's why I think I've never really had my mindset to be like, you know, I'm gonna do this swinging lifestyle if I ever get married. And the driving force for that was my parents getting divorced, and I said, it's like, if I get married, I'm not getting divorced, because
not gonna do anything to fuck it up.
I'm not gonna do whatever it was that caused my parents' marriage after 20 years to just dissolute. Like, I implanted that in me at like age 16, at when the time my parents got divorced.
Well,
so at age 16 to 30, it's like, that's the one thing I've kept, like, I'm not getting divorced. Like, whatever problem arises, we are working it the fuck out. Like, I don't care what the hell we got to do.
Well, let me ask you this. Get back to the swinging thing. Have you guys ever even talked about it? Have you ever even gave it any attention whatsoever?
I think we've probably talked about it once, but I told us like, yeah, I'm sorry. I wouldn't really like to see some dude fuck you because I'd be like, bro, I'm sorry. We thought we could do this, but I'm telling you right now, you stick your dick in my wife, I promise to God, you're not making it out of this hotel. You're not making it out. I'm sorry. And that's just, I think that's just me. Like the black, and I've always been the like, look, I care for this person, but if you about to, nah, hell no, nope, only me. Sorry, not happening, bro. Nope.
See, that's so crazy, man. Because, dude, I mean, it's cliche as fuck, but I would literally die for Katrina right now, and I mean, I would protect that girl with everything. I mean, that's my best friend. I love her. But then I would let people do disgusting things to her. I don't know what
Who
what
says
it
that's
is.
disgusting? It's not disgusting.
Who says it's disgusting? It's just a really, it's a really weird ass psychological aspect point of view to look at. Mm-hmm. It's like, wait, because people will probably watch this and be like, how is it you love your wife, you care for her, you want to protect her, but then you let other dudes fuck?
Dude, we get those comments.
So
we get those comments on a daily basis. Like, dude, there's no way you love your wife. There's no way.
I used to have my friends actually say, hey, how do you do? Like when they first found out, like, because I got in the swinging before my wife, before me and my wife.
Was it from a previous? Was it from a previous marriage?
Yeah, it was, and that marriage was doomed from like I didn't realize I was very nice. I didn't realize my ex-wife was very manipulative.
We need her point of view on this. Okay, I don't like this one side of the story.
Nah, bro. Well, hey, if I can find her and get her on, but not me going that route.
Just get a voice recording.
She's welcome on anytime. Like I want to hear it. I want to hear the back and forth. I'll be the moderator. I'll go down to the bottom where Lyndon's at, and I'll let you know.
I won't say any names, but like I said, it ended for a reason. But she introduced me to swinging. Okay. And she said, "Oh yeah, like the whole like, hey, if we're together, this is what you can do. Entice me, like like that." And I was like, oh, "Okay, cool." So I was still learning because I had tried BDSM before lifestyle.
I can't
before
picture
swinging.
You being into that shit,
dude. I really can't. I'm looking at the dude. I'm like, I can't see him. I'm sorry, I can't see.
He's wearing he's wearing a leather mask, and she's like beating him up and shit.
No, not leather mask, but yeah. So that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother discussion we could do.
Bro, I really can't see that. It's like so hard to see.
Dude, Ryan looks all nice, and he wears like these dad t-shirts with solid colors, and it's like, dude, you ain't that fucking sweet. I bet he's into some sick shit behind the scenes.
Oh, Adam. But anyway, like I said, that's for another podcast that we might have in the future.
All right.
So what? But no. So I got into it because of her. The fucking funny thing of like the first time I was like literally introduced to it, it was like I was thrown to the wolves. We went to a fucking. She said, "Oh, we're gonna go to a house party." Well, okay, cool. Didn't know nothing about it, and that's when she dropped the bomb on me. She said, "Oh, we're gonna go with some friends to a house party, and just hang out and have fun." So okay, cool.
Whoa, hold on. So this was the first time that you had seen her do something with someone else?
Have ever been exposed to swinging? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so it was this place called Berries and Shells in California. They're closed down now. It was literally a nice house, and we went there. Nice house. Introducing. Hey, how you doing? All this, saying, hey, what's up to everybody? Get a drink. Just chilling. And they say, "Oh, you want to go upstairs to check everything out?" I'm like, "Okay." And like not knowing anything about this, I'm like, "Why do you want to check somebody else's house out? That's weird." But okay, sure, let's walk around.
It's a house tour, Ryan. Jesus,
huh?
It's a house tour, man. Come on, everyone takes a house tour.
Who the fuck takes a house tour at a party?
I don't think. I think that sounds kind of normal. I don't know.
I've never been to like
nobody does a house tour at a party. What the hell?
Exactly.
Who does that?
So I'm like, okay. Like usually, like this is where the party's happening. Stay your ass down here. Don't go in no rooms.
Exactly.
That's what the party usually like, right?
That is the rules of the party. It's like, oh, the party's downstairs. Nobody go the fuck upstairs. Because if any of y'all upstairs, I'm kicking everybody out.
Yeah, because usually somebody thinks they want to hook up with their high school crush or whatever, or there's somebody. So that's but yeah. But
anyway. I'm wrong. Jesus, move on.
Anyway, so they say you look around and I'm like, okay, cool. So we'll go upstairs. I'm like, whatever. You go upstairs and I'm looking at the rooms like this is. I'm still in my head. I'm like, this is fucking weird. Why am I looking at rooms? So I come across a room that was like hella dark. People are in it. I'm like, so I'm thinking there's because I think they're smoking weed and stuff like that. So I'm like. Whatever, yeah, they're smoking and chilling, and I just go to the next room, and with my my ex-wife, but she's my girlfriend at the time. And go to this other room, and I shit you not, I hit the corner. There's mattresses everywhere on the floor, like connected to each other. I look straight down, like to the other side of the room. It's a pretty big room too, and I see this dude just going at it on top of this chick, and she's like just laying there. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, that was my first experience. Like, oh shit! I'm like, am I supposed to look? But no, here's the funny part. Here's the fucking fucked up part.
Am I supposed to look?
Seriously, I look
what are you fucking 6?
What the fuck, dude? When have you gone to? Like, okay, we gonna come to that one.
So I look
like, what the fuck? I was like, I look away, and then I'm like, look at her. I'm like, and she's like, you can look. I was like, and then I look and. I'm like, what the fuck they doing? So I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And then dude looks up, turns his head like and makes direct eye contact with me. Like just like locks in, like, and he's just going. I'm like, we gotta go. What the fuck's going on? Just going to town and make direct eye contact. Like he didn't miss a beat.
You want
it was the most bro. I'm like, think about it now. That's what that look was.
You want next homie? You want next homie?
Thinking about it now.
You sure it wasn't a? You sure it wasn't a cry for help?
Yeah. You want next? You want next?
And so it was. I was like, oh shit. So we talked about it and all that stuff. I'm like, oh this. Okay. And I'm like, well, shit. I'll try it. I ain't tripping. I'll try this lifestyle. I'm open to it. It was fine.
Whoa, hold on, motherfucker. So back to the party. Yeah. So you're not just skipping forward 5 years now, okay?
Oh, it doesn't happen at the party for me. I mean, we was talking about people still was fucking and shit like that in the party.
Wait, so you didn't do anything at that party?
No, I was like, what? I was fucking nervous as shit. I'm like, I was awkward out now.
Did your girlfriend do anything at the party?
No. We ended up going like try to get a hotel and do something. And that
I think homeboy scared him. I think homeboy scared him with the
that fucked me up at first. That eye contact.
Next. He looking at you
like he didn't miss a beat. That was it was like this. It's locked in my brain too. And he's like turned his head like da 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 da. I'm like,
bro, he must have been breaking that shit off.
He was going in. He was going in.
He was going ham.
Katrina and I have never been to an actual swinger party, not once.
Bro, you guys gotta go. They're actually fun.
Apparently, there's cruises now too. I learned that through TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. It's not really my doing stuff around other people is not really my thing. Like she's been the center of attention quite a bit, but my thing, like we've had a handful of times where there's been a threesome, me, another dude, and her, and just there's something about my thing being that close to his thing. It's hard for me to concentrate and stay locked in. Like
never make eye contact in the devil's three-way.
Yeah, but our dicks are making eye contact, and that's hard too,
bro. It's like here's the interesting thing. When
just feeling that meat right next to mine, like, dude, I don't know, man.
It's funny to me when two dudes are doing like a threesome on the same girl, and one person's like fucking the pussy, the other's like going anal, and the dicks are literally touching. You can't tell me you're not like.
And we're demonetized there.
You can't really be like
when they're like rubbing like this.
Like, this dude's dick is rubbing my dick, and I ain't.
You just don't think about it. You just don't think about it. You focus on the girl.
You don't think about it, motherfucker.
You focus on the girl.
Paul, so you telling me right now, you feel it's like this is
yes. I
It's
felt
like,
like that's weird, but okay, whatever. I'm just going ham on.
So Paul,
girls.
I'm gonna ask you a question, and don't fucking lie to me because I can tell if you're lying.
Oh my god, what you be
you-
asking some weird ass questions? So let's go.
Are you
It's
bisexual?
No, I'm not bisexual.
Liar. Okay. I'm just kidding. Don't get mad, Ryan. Look at it. He's so mad at me right now.
I am not mad. If I was no,
First of all, it's okay. It's okay.
If I was
I'm just
bisexual,
asking.
I would say yes.
Okay,
I would,
fine,
but I'm not
fine.
bisexual.
I trust you.
But
Shit.
no, and it's an honest question. Like that's what a question that comes through. Like, are you comfortable around other guys like that? And there's no like, I'm not trying to do that with other guys, but I'm comfortable with my sexuality.
I think I am too, but I just don't want guys wieners on me.
See,
You're not putting the
this is why you
Adam,
prefer.
Adam, if you're taking it, I'm comfortable with no. That's
Whoa,
different.
dude, easy. Dude, he had the motion and everything down.
I learned from you, brother.
Whatever, bro. You ain't never gonna find that video out there. I promise you that.
Adam, it is okay if every once in a while you like to lick the lollipop. It is okay.
Dude, I've told Katrina before. If I was gay or bi, dude, I'd be the best slut in the world. I would fuck everybody.
Adam. You so far your limit's 5 gummies.
What? Why did I say that?
Because you just set yourself
I'm sober.
Up. I know you're sober right now. I said
tonight.
get 5. We just gotta get 5 gummies in you and just toss you to the wolves and just laugh
until he feels stupid later tonight on half a fucking gummy. That's
right?
what it is.
Dude, half a gummy. I don't know what it is. Katrina can take 1 or 2 and not feel anything. And one, they say 1 because it's 10 milligrams is like what gets most people just like regularly high. Half a gummy fucks me up every single time.
This dude be dead on
bro, you crack me up with that shit. I'm like,
he'd be dead half the time. I'm like, Adam took way too much of a fucking gummy.
I can tell. He's like, hey, what's up, guys? And he'll zone out. Like if a continuous on the story, he'll zone out. Like
this dude's like halfway dead on the podcast, trying to think of shit to talk about. It's like
you can tell when I'm super high because I'm like, listen here, black people.
I'm like, yep. I'm like, Adam's gone.
The gummy hit. There it is.
The gummy's already intact. It happens every freaking time.
Hey, I meant every word of that African American bit I had. Okay, you guys know African American.
But you saw I called it. It's like, bro, I've never. None of my ancestry comes from Africa. So,
somewhere along the line, doesn't it?
My mom. I said the other day. My mom's from the Virgin Islands. My dad's from Virginia.
Oh, that's right. That's because Jamaicans are black as shit too, and they're not from Africa.
My mom's a Virgin Islander, so my roots starts with pirates in Ireland. So
are you Virgin Island American?
I usually say like Black Caribbean American. So
what the fuck are we talking about? Where does this come from?
Not being African American. You know,
if you are of African descent, you are African American.
No, you're not.
You're American. You're a Black American.
You're a Black American.
You're just American. You're American. I don't care how much that pisses you off, DePaul.
No, it does. I hate the word African American, but I have African descent. But that's I won't go.
I have zero.
I have Irish descent. I'm an Irish American.
You are European American.
And I have Italian. I'm not Italian American. No, I'm not, motherfucker. I'm American. I was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma. There's nothing about me.
Yes, you are American.
There's nothing about me that's European.
You are American.
Do I talk like this? No, motherfucker. No. I am not. I'm not European American.
You are from the mountains of Caucasus. Because you are Caucasian.
I'm playing some. I'm just American. I was born in California. So
you were born in California?
Yeah, dude. Lompoc.
Okay. Where you at now?
I'm in Georgia now. So quick history lesson. Because my dad worked in the Federal Bureau of Prison System. So he was in California. Then he got a new job to where we had to move to West Virginia. And so lived there for like 17 years and then moved to Georgia. So been in like I've lived in 3 different states. So
Okay.
I don't know where the hell I'm going after Georgia. So
Georgia's,
tired of it.
if I had like a list of like 5 or 10 states, and I had to fill in what states I'd move to, Georgia might be. I think Georgia's probably pretty nice. I'm just not super
Freeways are fucking terrible.
I'm not into like the deep south weather.
Yeah, they are.
It gets so fucking muggy down there.
If DePaul's been down this way, he knows what I'm talking about. The freeways in Georgia are
oh my god, I've been to Atlanta, Georgia one time for a business meeting, and motherfucker,
285,
I Uber, like I had a business partner pick me up, and I'm like, okay, cool. The traffic was crazy, and then that was at night, and then they was like cutting people off and just going. I'm like, what in the fuck? This is worse than LA traffic. And so
they stay building new freeways too. By the way,
yeah,
they stay building new freeways.
Man,
that causes more traffic.
I'm Ubering. So I'm not driving nothing. I'm Ubering. So and Uber's like, these motherfuckers are crazy.
But Atlanta's not bad. Atlanta, it's pretty good. It's not too bad. But you kind of come to a point where like you're ready to move to a different state because you've been somewhere so long. Yeah. So I think for me and my wife, I think we're looking at Indiana as the next spot to move to.
What's in Indiana?
Something different. And one of my best friends that I've been friends with like for over 20 years lives there. And I've kind of always wanted to go that way because she's from Illinois. So
I could see myself. Oh, I'm sorry. I cut you off.
In Indiana, I've been like, because it was either going to be North Carolina, Indiana, or Washington State. Was the 3. So, because when I said I left West Virginia, I'd always planned on going to North Carolina, but that didn't happen. Ended up coming to Georgia. So right now it's like Indiana is our next go-to. So
yeah. I don't have any desire to move from Arkansas. It's not quite south. It's kind of south, but not really. You don't get like the same super muggy weather, but it's very even seasons. Where we live in Northwest Arkansas, the schools are nice. The crime's low. It's got a really nice mix of people. It's not out in the like rural parts of Arkansas. It's like kind of sort of home of Walmart and all that bullshit. But if we did move, I kind of like the thought of like somewhere like Dallas. I think Dallas seems really nice.
Everybody likes moving to Texas for some reason. I've started to either Texas or Atlanta is where people are starting to move to.
I'm straight.
He likes that California.
I'm thinking that straight.
Sunshine.
What the fuck?
Get off of the pegging subject there, Adam. That's what you're really trying to. That's what you're really trying to get DePaul to admit right now.
What are you talking about,
bro? Have you been pegged? You have.
Oh, DePaul's 100% been pegged. Okay,
have I?
100%.
Hey, Adam.
Come on. I mean, I don't know. I'm just guessing. But if you put a gun in my head,
have I
would say yes.
Adam wants it to be so true, so he can be like, "Yes, I knew it."
I just think it's funny.
Give me some tips and pointers.
No, I'll give you a tip.
Dude, I see what you did there.
Hey, I admit I have hemorrhoids. It's the only reason I haven't tried stuff.
Shut up. You know what? I'm not going to call you out. Shut up. I'm not. Actually, I do have a question for you, though, Adam.
Okay, what's up?
So you and Katrina have been together for fucking forever. Since you're 18. We'll say since you've been adults. You guys have been together. And you've been... How long have you been doing swinging? Or I should say the swinger lifestyle?
Well, we got married in 2002. And it was probably 2004 or 5 when we started messing around.
Jeez.
So,
okay,
17,
so that's
16, 17 years.
Cool. So, with that said, with doing that, what has been the most challenging aspect of swinging?
Honestly, I would say for me personally, it's I get bored. So whenever there's lulls, and I'm just being honest, this is gonna sound really selfish and bad, but I'm trying to be honest. I love when we do it. But I go through stretches where I kind of get bored with everything, and this is not her fault. I get bored with everything, and then when I stop having fun with it for these like small stretches, I get like disgruntled. I don't know. It's weird
You
because
get annoyed.
well, yeah, because I like we have a nice fun sex life, but then and it's such a big part of our life whenever I'm bored with that. My problem is I don't have enough hobbies. I do this podcast, which I think is fun. But all the if we're not podcasting on this one or our other one, or we're not doing anything with our OnlyFans stuff, I don't do anything else, guys. I don't do anything else. All my time goes into this shit. I used to play disc golf. I don't do that anymore. I used to play basketball. COVID shut that shit down. I could probably go start that back up again. But I used to do jujitsu for a little while. I stopped doing that because I had a surgery. I don't do anything, man. So I it's corny and this is maybe not a super interesting answer, but it's when I get bored. I get bored with it, and then I start being a big baby about it.
So when you say big baby, do you start like sabotaging shit, or just like I don't do that?
No, it's just like well, I'll be talking to Katrina, and I'm like what the fuck? I mean, like what are we doing? Like I'm not having fun with this right now. Like you know what it is?
Pushy.
No, I have an actual answer for you. So before we started making money doing it, like it's been like 4 years ago now. So the first over a decade before that, we didn't even realize there was a way to make money do it. It was just for the love of it. She'd go do stuff. She'd try to get videos of it. We'd watch the videos. We'd have sex. It was a lot of fun. Now, because it all hinges, now we need it for the business. I think that has sucked a lot of the organic energy from it.
Yeah.
And it's not as titillating as it used to be. If she went out and did something with somebody, like let's say I thought she for sure was going to the store, and maybe she was going to the store, and maybe she found, and I'm talking about before OnlyFans and all that, and she would fuck someone while she was gone, and then she'd come home, and then she'd show me a video or tell me about it. That shit used to make me so fucking horny that it was so much fun. Now if the same thing happens, I'm like, it doesn't hit me the same as it used to, and I don't get as horny from it anymore. So it's like it's the wearing out, because the business side of it is made it to where now I'm like, okay, well, was the lighting okay? Did you get any good angles? Did you whatever? You know what I mean?
So you're looking at it now as more of it's just being work.
Yeah, it's fucking work now, and that has sucked. And so we have our things that we still talk about from time to time, which we don't tell anybody about, and we don't do that because it's like some god awful thing. Some people maybe, but it's mainly because we have to keep something for ourselves, because even though it was on Doll Space and all that stuff, it still felt personal. Like it was our fucked up thing that we were doing together. Now it's like everybody's fucked up thing, and it's just not as fun. It's not as raw and real as it used to be.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, hey, no, I get that. I mean, if you going through that and you end up feeling like it's work now because you are still in lifestyle, but you're getting video, and some of the video is like something that you love doing. Now you monetized it, and you have to basically keep the stuff that you really enjoy separate from the part that's work. It can get blended together, and I completely get that. And you get like, well, shit, like you said, was the lighting good? Are we going to monetize this one? Is this just something that was fucked off, or was this actually spontaneous? Or was this genuine and whatever? So no, I completely understand that. Yeah.
So what we started doing now, or we've been doing for a while now, I guess, is sometimes if there's someone, she purposefully won't record it just so she can get a break from having to record it. I mean, we do quite a bit of stuff that never gets recorded, it's not for anybody else. And some people, I think they fall into this trap of whenever you start getting content, that you get stuck in this world where every single encounter you have is an opportunity to get content. And we did that for a while, but then you realize, okay, it's okay. Even if this guy would be great for content for whatever reasons, the size of his thing or whatever, you have to take a step back and stop trying to make everything about the numbers. Everything's about the content. Because once you start doing that and become strictly business, the lifestyle is fucking dead at that point. I mean, you're doing it just for the money, and and the lifestyle is not fun anymore, even if you are making good money doing it. So there's times when and I encourage her, and actually it's not a bad business model anyway, because a lot of it, especially if it's like a new guy, it's kind of like a vetting process. You make a video or you do something with him, and then it's like, okay, you kind of vetted him now. Is he good? Can he perform? Blah blah blah. So that allows her to do stuff without having to record it. Plus, we get some information on this person on whether they'd be good for future videos. Plus, it's a good way. It's also a good way to ease them into it, because sometimes they'll have sex with her, they have no idea who she is, and then she's like, "Oh, by the way, I do porn. If you ever want to make a video, all you gotta do is I need your information. I'll pay you a little bit of money on top of it. You can wear a mask, the whole bit, so you're not outed. You make a little bit of money. We get the content. It's a fucking mess, man. Like the good old. Here's the real answer. I miss the good old days whenever we used to be just for the love of just seeing your wife get fucked, and there was nothing else attached to it.
So I'm going to give you a website afterwards. I'm not going to promote their shit. I'm not going to call it shit because I actually use it. I'm not going to promote their stuff on here. But I'll hit you up and give you some information, because I get what you're saying. I mean, we do it because it's for fun and we enjoy it when we do it. So and that was one of our agreements. Like, when we got together, it's like we actually didn't even want to get married. We was like, no, we don't want to get married. We've been down that road before. We can just be together, commit relationship, because honestly, we was doing the same thing that we was doing before, but without the damn paper. Just saying that we're married. We're not even taking like the tax breaks from the whole marriage license, because she had a whole bunch of fucked up debt and I had a whole bunch of fucked up debt. So, but just with the whole thing around the enjoying it and stuff like that, it's like, okay, cool, I get that, and we still enjoy it. And we was hosting parties for a while. We was partnering with other people, hosting parties and hotel parties and that, and house parties, and it was fun. We had little circles and all that stuff like that, and it had great time. COVID happened, so we was like, all right, pull the fuck back, man, doing shit. Like we was more so afraid of COVID than STDs at that time. I'm gonna lie, I was like, I ain't fucking with it. But so it was just a different thing. So I completely get what you're saying around like it being work and just getting bored with it, because if it's not fun anymore, what's the fucking point? If it's like you have put too much time and effort in it. And my wife even got to that point too when we was hosting parties. I didn't mind. I'm the social person. That's funny because I'm actually more of an introvert myself. But for podcasts and all that shit video, I can just, because I know I'm talking to you guys. I know a whole bunch of people going to see this shit, but I know I'm talking to you guys, so I'm more introvert. So, but on stage, I'll freeze up, like in front of people.
Well, one of these days, I'm gonna try stand up, and you guys are going. We'll have video of it. One of these days, I'm gonna do it. I just gotta stop being a pussy. But that's my dream job right there.
Okay.
Even doing open mic stuff. Real quick, we're gonna get out of here in a second, but just talking about the good old days, man. So just to give you guys a little window into how it used to be. So we lived in this duplex, and just a little cheap little duplex in an old town. And Katrina would do stuff like this all the time. So one night she went out to the club. She'd go to the club by herself, specifically to bring, because we used to bring guys back to our house. Now we don't do that anymore because our kids are older, and just keep our house separate from the lifestyle as much as we can. Of course, but we have a neighbor that comes over every now and then, but that's neither here nor there. But anyways, so
goddamn neighbor.
I know. But we don't record with him or nothing. But anyways, or anything. But so she brought these 3 guys home from the club one night. It was probably midnight, 1, 2 in the morning, or so. I don't know what. It was really late. I was still awake. I was watching TV. She comes in, and I didn't know beforehand she's bringing anybody home. So I hear some like voices with her. So I'm like, oh shit, she's about to get crazy. So she comes in. There's these 2 enormous black guys and one enormous like Native American or Hawaiian. I can't remember. Just not black, but other guy.
Polynesian.
Something, I don't know. So I was under the impression they were all going to go in there and, do stuff while I'm out in the living room. So I'm sitting there. The two black guys follow her back to the room, and this big old, I'm just going to call him Indian dude, sits down in the chair in the living room next to me. And I'm like, what's up, buddy? And it's just like the most awkward thing ever, And I guess she had told them that I was her brother, so they wouldn't have a problem with it. And so they go back to the room, and we can hear them. They're like fucking. I can hear my wife screaming her head off. It's like, but those were the nice. There was no content. It was just the raw, just sensory. The sensory. I don't know how to put this, but just the hearing of it. Knowing what we're gonna do later afterwards. It was just all real and raw. And I'm sitting out, and Katrina, I guess a minute or two later, she comes out and she goes, the guy sitting next to me, she goes, hey, you're more welcome to join. It's like, these are all strangers, you know what I mean? Like, they just met at the club. And he's like, no, I'm good. So we're talking, it's awkward as shit. And then I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour later, they come out. They're all fucking messed. You can smell the sex all over the house. They walk out. I can see the guy looking up on the wall. He can see me and Katrina in our pictures, clearly marriage pictures. They look back at me, and then it kind of clicks, and then they scurry out and leave, and they all leave, and I'm just like, if I was a very storyteller, that story would have been awesome. But it was just, but those nights, man, where it was just like the crazy shit, and it was just real and raw and authentic, and now it's like, okay.
That face.
That face is everything. Just like,
the same thing could happen, and I'd be like, well, did you point the camera in the right direction?
It's like, did you at least get that?
So you just have to get out of the business mindset all the time and just like enjoy life sometimes, I mean, if it happens, it happens. Content happens every day, but if it's a matter of if you're going to capture it or not. But enjoy life. That's the thing. You can't be doing something if it's not fun anymore. So you gotta enjoy life.
Well, the good news is there's a shortage of people that are trying to fuck her, so we're good there.
Isn't that a freaking A+ right there?
But all right, guys. Question, though, yeah, go ahead.
I do have one question. Because, and I think both of you can probably answer this, because I would say you're both married, you both are parents, I would say, in sort of a sense. Mm-hmm. So I think my question is, with you guys doing this lifestyle, was it hard at first to keep it away from the children? And then as they got older, you kind of explained it to them, like, this is this and what we're doing. And did they become okay with it? And or, just kind of how was that interaction?
Go ahead,
with it.
So for, I have a 5-year-old now, so I'm raising a girl now. Again, me and my wife are raising a girl and a daughter. And, but our older kids, they're older. So, we wasn't flaunting it in front of the family or anything, or the kids. We didn't shit where we ate, so to speak, or where we laid. So, if we did something, we didn't bring anybody over like that for the when we had kids in the house. Right. We never played like that, or if you have kids. So, if anything, we went to somewhere else, went to a party. It was always we're going out. We're going to have a good time. Right. Now, if they started asking stuff and getting nosy, right, we wouldn't lie to them. Oh, what are you guys going to do? Why are you all just like that? You look all hot. You look at oh yeah, okay, well this and this. And what the hell? That's a lot of condoms y'all got. You're asking a lot of fucking questions. Do you really want these answers? Because you about to find out that your mom has her legs pent up on her bed, and I'm going ham on this shit. And so, do you really want to know some answers? And nope, don't want to know. Okay, don't ask questions you don't know answers to. So that's how we deal with it.
Okay. The fact of the matter is, unless your kids have mental disabilities, they're gonna find out. Okay.
Yeah.
There's just no way to hide it. I don't care how much you try to hide it. You can. Kids. The fact of the matter is, kids are not stupid. Kids. Correct. You think you're being sneaky and hiding shit from them, but they just figure it out. Our oldest found out in probably the worst way possible. So someone at school, this was 3 years ago, maybe she was 15. Someone at school came across a video of Katrina online, of course, having sex with someone. And the premise of the video, it really fucked my daughter up for a short period of time.
Damn.
But the video that Katrina happened to be making, she was having sex with African American gentleman, and but the premise of the video was breeding. Katrina can't get pregnant. Like after our second child was born, she had so many disabilities that we decided to, and we knew we had a long road ahead of us, that we decided to have no more kids. So Katrina got it cut, tied, cauterized, she can't get pregnant again.
Yeah.
But every now and then she'll make a video of like breeding or something like that. Mm-hmm. And so during the video, Katrina's talking shit to the guy saying, I've always wanted a black baby, blah, blah, blah. And our daughter took this literally, I guess that she's seen that little bit. She took this literally to mean that she wasn't happy with her kids, her white kids, and that she wanted a black kid. Wow. And she took it literal. She took it like the worst way possible. She's 15. I mean, she doesn't know anything about entertainment or none of that stuff. So that was pretty hard on her. And we explained to her it was all for entertainment. And now both of our kids, they know, but like DePaul said, we don't flaunt it. They just kind of know that's part of our life. They know that's how we make a lot of our income, but we don't talk about it around them. Our youngest refers to it as mom's second job, even though it's her first job. She thinks our podcast is our main source of income, which we make almost pretty much zero money doing it. I don't know. So they know, but if the fact we're very normal at home. I mean, we're just a normal family. So, but they know that's a part of it. And it's like a don't ask, don't tell. They know mom is on the internet. A couple, the boys at school, some of them know her. They've gotten a little bit of, kids talked a little bit of shit over that. But I mean, I don't know.
See, it's the thing that kills me is kids nowadays somehow find access to watch all this stuff. And you're like, why are you even watching this right now at this age? Why? Why are you doing this? Like, no, you should not be doing this. Why do you look it up? No.
Bro. Well,
do you remember technology? But technology, I mean,
shit, we used to do that back in our day. Like, but we had fucking HBO and shit like that. Like, I'm trying to fucking watch the Baby Line.
I didn't come across, porn until like 15. First video was Sarah J. That's why I always fuck with you, DePaul, on Sarah J.
I was big into magazines, man. Magazines were my thing when I was a kid.
Yeah, magazines and VHSs.
Like Hustler. Holy shit, dude.
Show your age without actually showing your age.
I'm 40, man. I was jerking off to Hustler like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking magazine.
How old are you, Lyndon? How old are you?
Dude, I'm 30. Trust me.
You don't know
I was 91. 91, baby, please.
91. Okay.
I was 91. That's that's when they started developing. Oh, hey, you can go online and watch this stuff now instead of jerking off to a magazine.
Well, that's also when they started developing. That's when
the 80s.
That's right around the time everybody started getting ADHD too. So
that's that 80s stuff for you right there.
You love the 80s stuff.
And then people look at me weird when I tell them, you know what, that movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High was actually a really good fucking movie. And they're like, what? I'm like, you don't know what movie I'm talking about, do you? It was like only in the 80s. They're like, no. I'm like, okay, well, never mind.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a good topic for another episode. Cool stuff from the 80s. All right, guys, we crossed the hour mark. Don't leave after I stop recording. We're gonna get a thumbnail. So, cool. But guys, I appreciate it. I think we had another good conversation. We'll do it again very soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Sounds good.
Right. Have a good day, guys.
All right.